Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome to this new video. In this video I'll be finishing up the rendering on this Donatello and sketch card. I don't know if I've shown you this, but I've since finished the Michelangelo sketch card. So I'm going to get this to look as finished as this one. So I've already started rendering. I did the rendering here on the shell, the front part of the shell, the straps here, on the bow staff, and on this back part of the shell. So I just got like just the skin area to render. And for this, I'm going to be using the Faber-Castell size S, which is a 0.3. It says here point. You don't see it, 0.03. I'll also be using a Copic 0.03. You would think that it's the same has the same line weight, but it doesn't. This one, the black Faber-Castell, is just a tad thicker than the other one, so I change them out. I'll change them out as I go. You'll see it when I'm rendering. This one, for example, has a finer line, and this one has a thicker line, so I'll use this for the contours. I've had this open for a while, so it's drying out a bit. And yeah, in case you haven't already heard in the previous videos, I was commissioned to do these turtle sketch cards. Super excited to be doing this because the turtles are my favorite IP. I'm just going to go ahead and put that out there. My favorite IP. I would love to like work on them one day, but there's so many good turtle artists out there. But yeah, the turtles are my favorite IP and I love drawing them. And this is the first time that I draw them in over 2 years, I think. So it's also interesting to see, because since the last time I drew them, my skill level has improved a bit. So I'm always curious when I tackle characters that I've drawn before. I'm always curious how I do when I draw them again. So I'm getting to find out this, and it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun getting to see Sorry if I move the tape around a lot. But yeah, it's fun getting to see how I have improved, if any. No? So that's really cool. And this is it. Sorry, this is a bit finer. It's got a finer line to it. See, this is a little trick. I don't know if you see this or not, but I drew a straight line with a ruler here. Now, there's the idea is that this is a bow staff, and that on this bow staff, there's a bandage around it, or some kind of cloth around it. But if it's just a straight line, then it's really hard to tell like how if the bandage is over you know, because it's not at the same, it's not the same. I don't know how to call it, but it's not. You know, if it's over, then it'll be a little bit above the line where the bow staff ends. So this will pop up a little bit over. So I'm going to do that on the straight line just by line weight. And so you'll get to see that right now. And the key to that is jumping on playing around on either end of that line. So I'm on top, then I'm below. I'm on top, then I'm below. I'm on top, below. And I gotta finish on top here, below there. And so it looks not straight, and it looks almost, you know, as if like the bandages are around the stick. What do you call that? A hack? Like a hack? Like an art hack? I don't know. But that works with, that works with everything. So we can apply that and apply it. Alright, and I've been doing this with other turtles. One thing that's always tricky is consistency across all turtles. And so with this series of sketch cards, I've been having to I drew one turtle, and then I went back, and then I drew another turtle. I'm sorry, I drew one turtle, then I draw the next one, and then after I finish the next one, I would go back to the first one and see what things I did with it, so I can keep a consistent look across all 4 turtles. I think I did a pretty good job with that. Okay, so that's the kind of line that I want with this one, so that's why I use this one here. And you see, I'm using this, going one direction, and I'm going back in this direction. And I'm actually doing this so I can let you believe that this bicep is curving that way. So I do it out of respect for the shape. And so that's why I'm doing that right there. And turtles is the one IP I wish were public domain. And if it were public domain, I'd be all over like an indie comic again, as many other people would probably. Yeah, look at that. I like how that looks. Another thing I always like to do with turtles is I like the grit. That's why when I first saw the 80s comic, oh man, I fell in love with it because the grit is so raw. There's things everywhere, like so much texture and everything. It's the same O3, but as you can see, one gives off this kind of line and the other one gives off a different kind of line, and it's just a little bit different, just enough different to just enough of a difference to to be used in one end and not on the other one. Look at that. I don't know about you guys, but I'm enjoying how that is coming out. It's coming out great, I think. That's about it. I gotta worry about this arm here. Alright, that's pretty much it. There's Donatello. Now if you want to continue watching, I'll show you how I do this background. Which if you see me do the Eric sketch card in my back catalog of videos, then you know exactly how I do that. But this time around, when I did that one, I used this. I think I used this one, or the Micron. But for these Turtles ones, I'm using this one. I like the thickness of this line, so I think it'll work better. All right, so let's get to it. Obviously, you need some kind of a steady hand for this, which I don't have at the moment. But I think I warmed up enough. Oh crap. Sorry. I think I warmed up enough to where you can see how I do this. I'm sorry, I think I warmed up enough where I can get this done. Yeah, these long lines kill me. Here's gonna be pretty easy. So those are the lines right there. Now to achieve this, you have to go up and down, left and right, diagonal one way, diagonal the other way. That's usually how it goes. So I'm going up and down. I'm going to turn it to the side and go from one end to the other. Now, when I'm doing this, I don't want to over flick and then have my line go into the shell. So I'm going to do it from here out. There's also another benefit of using line weights, because if I have like a thick line here, it'll give me more space. So that like in case I go over it, you know, the thickness of the line is going to help me out a little bit. So. And so that's how I help myself out. But since I'm going here out, really not any problems. I just flick them all out like this. right? Okay, so this is how you can create value with your hatching lines with inking. Because and by value, I'm referring to like how the different shades of gray. Like it could be a light gray, darker gray, darkest, and the very and even more so, and then black. So you can do that just by cross hatching like this. So. I find that in my opinion, in my experience, that cross hatching is easier after the first layer of lines. Like after I've done the first layer of lines, they go up and down. Those are the more difficult ones. But now, when I cross hatch the other lines, it's a lot easier. Now when I have like this kind of like glowing effect around it, so where it's like bright on the edge and then darker on the outside, on the outer edge. So in order to do that, I gotta go from here, working at least in the way that I cross hatch. Now, so here, for example, the lines aren't reaching all the way through, so it's gonna leave an effect once I'm done. All right, it's a little bit because I did go pretty far into it, but oh well. Yeah, there's a lot of playing that you can do around with these things. Pretty cool. And with these things, I'm referring to the hatch lines. There's a lot of little neat patterns and stuff you can discover and develop. I did this for the first time on a real big piece on the ISOM fan art that I did earlier this year. It was a challenge. It was really difficult, and I don't think I'll do it again. Because doing this on a big piece of paper, that's a lot of work. It was a lot of work. So I don't know if I'll do that again. I doubt it. I have to find a way so I can do it where it's like not so much. Maybe just like do blacks, like solid black areas, and then do that effect. But it's pretty time consuming and difficult. Another thing that's going to help you pull off this effect more is if you're hatching for effective hatching lines, they have to have like the same width in between the lines. Like you can't do a line like in one position and then like much further down another line and then tighter, and it's got to like be consistent. And if it's not consistent, then it breaks the effect. So that's always difficult. Alright, that's pretty much it. Pretty much it right there. I'm gonna go back and like do like some selective shadowing. So like for example, like I want this outer edge here. So what I do is I go back and the same pattern, up and down, left, right, diagonal, the same thing until I get the darkness that I like. Yeah, let's see. You can see it's like a splotch there. That's the effect you get. You see? It's got like a nice little effect here. And you do the same over. Well, I'm gonna do the same here. You don't have to do the same. It depends fully on you on what you want to do and what effect you want to pull off. I want like a vignette type effect, like on Instagram, the filters. I want to do that. Alright, that's pretty much it, and that's Donatello. I hope you guys like it, and yeah, if you want the TMNT piece, if you want a Ninja Turtles, you want me to draw them, hit me up, commission me. I'll be more than happy to do these for you. Here's Michelangelo and Donatello, buddies. All right, and and this is where I leave you guys off at, and I hope you liked the video. If you did, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, share the video out, tell all your friends about me, and be sure to post another one with Leonardo. That's the one I got. This is the last one I have left. And here's Raphael. So yeah, commission me, guys. Check it out. You get all three. And so Leonardo's the last one. Actually, let me show Leonardo. Here's Leonardo. And so try to keep a consistent look across all of them. And so I had to go back from one, touch up another one, like that. So yeah, I'm gonna work on this one and the next one and the next video. And so please be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.
Hello, everyone. The time is finally upon us. Ominous Avenging Death is now available. Avenging Death is a short 10-page story that serves as a preview of what kind of art you can expect and the world you'll see in the main story of Ominous. In Avenging Death, we'll see Zadok take on the monstrous Deathmonger in a 10-page fight scene that'll be sure to get you hooked into the world of Ominous. All of the artwork is done, including the line art, which was done by me, the colors, which were done by Emmanuel Orlas, and the lettering, which was done by Paul Bird. So grab your copy of the digital PDF file today for only $5. That's right, $5. Contact me in my DMs on Twitter for more information. Now, coming up next is the official trailer of Ominous Avenging Death. Enjoy.